Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. To get another look here at Dogecoin, seeing what's going on. We did hit our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern for Elliott Wave, so this does imply with this upward swing to this level here at about, 10.7, there's a chance we're going to see an ABC pattern. So this could be a low, then a lower high, then a lower low. Okay, so that's a possibility there, just kind of throwing it out there. We're going to take a look at some backend data, kind of see if we can confirm that with some liquidation and just see generally where everything is at here, okay? So, my God, this is such a mess. Look at this here. This price action comes up and instantly gets wiped out. Like, oh my gosh, look at how many, this is what you call manipulation, folks. Every single long and every single short just got wiped out of this trade. Crazy, crazy stuff. I'm glad we took profits when we did and secured that. But again, low leverage, low position sizing, we don't really have anything to worry about. However, you can see, unfortunately, big old massive wipe. So there's some new late shorts here at about 10.7, and of course some longs at about 8.8. Those are just liquidation levels. That doesn't mean they're exactly hedged at that level. That just implies those are some areas of new interest. Okay, so again, unfortunately, terrible stuff. Hopefully you didn't get caught in the crossfire there. What we want to look at, though, just to kind of preface, Bitcoin's having an extremely bad day. Okay, it's down 6.5% from top to bottom in one 15-minute candle. We saw the price correct itself 7.5% last night. Okay, that resulted in, drum roll please, what was that? Roughly $250 million in liquidations in less than 1 hour. Okay, so that was a pretty massive wreck last night. Not the greatest, unfortunately, for a lot of folks, unless you were shorting the top there. But again, did we see this coming? Kind of not really. I mean, it just takes a matter. It's a matter of time before the top will come tumbling down, right? So watch my Bitcoin video if you're curious about that. I just kind of like to preface and let you know a lot of that is likely in light of the Fed meeting this week here. In a couple of days, we got that Fed meeting, so just be mindful. We could see more volatility on Wednesday when the minutes are released, or Jerome Powell gets up there and gives a wonderful speech. So what does this mean for Dogecoin in the big picture here? Well, let's go ahead and take a quick look and see what's going on. So let's go ahead and look at Dogecoin, pull this guy up, and just recognize that the long-term trend line is still working, but we lost our short-term trend line. No surprise here. We're seeing a pretty massive red day here. From top to bottom, just to clarify, and that's still running, we're at about 14.5%. Okay, so not a great day here for Dogecoin. MACD is trying to diverge, but hasn't officially yet. All of our moving averages and RSIs are plummeting. It's very standard for a correction this size, but the truth is here with our moving averages, we want to double check this here. We're still above the 20-day SMA. So again, the long-term trend line here, we can draw this out a little bit further, is still in good shape. Okay, so by no stretch is the sky falling. This correction could very well be recorrected tomorrow with the price action in a bullish engulfing candle. We could see that. But again, right now, it's not looking pretty with Bitcoin just dumping and dumping and dumping, right? Majority of the market is selling off. It's not looking great. All right, but again, kind of standard, normal stuff there for a correction from Bitcoin. That said, let's take a quick look at the 4 hours, see if there's anything we can kind of identify that's obvious. We have lost our official support level here at about 9.3. That was previously a support range. Once again, all the liquidation levels at that level kind of just nullified all that, right? So 9.3 was a strong concentration of support, essentially not based on volume, or sorry, it was based on volume, but a lot of support level there where the liquidation was hedged, okay? So folks thought that was a good safe spot, and honestly, I did too. You didn't have anything, there's nothing wrong with assuming that that was a good area. Nobody can really foresee a massive correction like that from Bitcoin where you get this crazy, crazy doji candle of about 20% on Doge. So what does that all mean for us right now? The 4-hour time frame is still not looking pretty. We got some consolations, but we're not going to worry about that because, again, when the money flow index is pretty low, that can commonly be a good sign to buy. But do not leave this conversation thinking that this is a good opportunity and that Crypto Cash says, oh, it's a good place to buy at 9.16. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that when we see a massive correction here, lower, in other words, when the money flow index comes low, if we look at its history, for example, MFI was extremely low at this point right here. Okay? The price inevitably continued higher. Granted, the whole market was doing well and Bitcoin is doing well good as well, right? So if Bitcoin's doing poorly and we buy this here and Bitcoin continues to go down, we can expect Dogecoin to continue as well. It's aligning itself fairly well with Bitcoin, and you got to recognize that other coins are doing good, but not great. Most coins are struggling right now concurrent with Bitcoin. So really, the long story short here is to not take a trade until we have confirmation. And right now, if we take a look at the Ichimoku cloud, there's literally no confirmational signs that we can see there that we want to take a long position. Basically just telling us leave your short position open because the price is probably going to continue to run. Okay? So do not take a long position at this point. You're going to buy the dip with low leverage, low position size to ensure you can survive the ebbs and flows between now and Wednesday when the Fed meeting actually occurs. Okay. So again, a lot of little things to kind of think about, but at this point, I do not recommend a long position, even though it seems like a juicy target to hit that low point. If you were to kind of buy the dip, so to speak, just to kind of clarify, let's see if I can find the right chart for this, right time frame, because this is basically telling us we're going to see lower lows and lower highs. So this could be the bottom, right? And then the next high will be a lower high. The next low will be a lower low. Okay. So we can expect an ABC pattern to continue, but generally speaking, the areas of Fibonacci that are most desirable is 0.5, 0.618. So 8.8 and 8.4 are the two levels you may want to consider buying the dip at. Okay. That's just a random observation. Is it 100%? Definitely not. All right, folks. I'm so sorry I couldn't give you a definitive answer here today. I know folks like to look for that and hope for that to be the case, but no news is good news right now. We just kind of got to wait it out and wait for confirmation. We're not there yet. I do appreciate you watching, and if you can, like the video, help us grow the community. If you want to join the best exchange in the world, US, Canada, etc., no VPN KYC required. Bitunix, phenomenal exchanges, got you covered. They're helping our community greatly by providing a good resource with some nice options for futures trading and a decent selection of coins. Thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.